Bro, you want to know what truth is? It's objective reality. It remains objective reality whether you believe in it or not. You say, do you think the Bible got God right? Why? Oh, bro, because God tells the end from the beginning. The whole Torah points forward to Jesus. The Bible opens up, Genesis 3:15, the serpent is cursed by God. He says that from the seed of the woman that you deceived is going to come one who will crush your head. Abraham, Abraham, take your only promised son, whom you love, and sacrifice him. And then, of course, we see God sent his promised son. He tells Abraham to sacrifice Isaac. He has him carry the wood of his own offering. The son carries the wood of his own offering on a 3 days journey. Then you have Joseph, the favored son of the children of Israel, rejected by the children of Israel, sold for pieces of silver, humiliated. You know what I'm saying? This is all a type of Jesus. Like it's just, the Bible screams Jesus, Jesus over and over and over again. Through his humiliation, he's exalted to the right hand of the king. The Passover lamb, the perfect lamb without blemish, must be slain, and the blood must be put over your door, just like how Christians, we are saved because the blood of the lamb, Jesus, is over the doorpost of our heart. And we see again and again, God's proven to be trustworthy. Like, I wasn't raised Christian, but the Bible checks out because it's all about Jesus. Like, the vast majority of the Christian Bible is the Jewish scriptures, the Tanakh, this big part. This is all the Torah and Tanakh of Israel. And they are prophesied in their scriptures to reject their own Messiah. Like, it's so potent. And that the God of Israel would be served by the Gentiles through this Messiah. It's so crazy because that's exactly what happened. The Torah is on every bookshelf in the world. It's so wild that we have the majority of mouths on the earth professing the God of the Jews. Such a small people group preserved throughout history as prophesied, and it all hinges upon Jesus. That's how we know Jesus wasn't made up, because every evidence in the world points to him being who he says he is. And again, it's so trippy, bro. Like, it is historically sound that these scriptures, the majority of these, were all written hundreds and thousands of years before Christ walked the earth, and they all prophesy him, they all foretell him. I mean, that's like the craziest thing. They tell his coming before he comes. That's why, like, when you read the New Testament, it's so Jewish. Like, literally, like Matthew, it's like, it is written, this happened. Oh, and by the way, this happened because if you remember, in the Torah written 1,000 years ago, it said this would happen. Like, this happened just now with Jesus. You know, Psalm 22, it's like, literally, you have evidence after evidence after evidence after evidence. It's like, where do I start? The suffering servant, Psalm 22, Genesis 3:15, the story of Joseph in the Torah, the serpent being lifted up on the staff in Numbers, the Passover lamb in Exodus, Deuteronomy 18, talking about the prophet that everybody must listen to from the children of Israel. It just doesn't stop, bro. There's endless evidences to point to Jesus being the Messiah. Jesus willingly gave his life. Like, before Jesus was ever crucified, like, he literally says, the Son of Man must be betrayed as it is written of him. He says to his disciples 3 times at least, he set his face toward Jerusalem and he said, the Son of Man must be betrayed, handed over to the Gentiles, crucified, and then on the 3rd day, he will rise again, bro. That's what's crazy, is like, Jesus being crucified was his plan A. That's why he came. That was his mission, was to come and give his life willingly and then to take it back. He literally bodily resurrected. The whole Torah is about a Messiah that would be rejected by his own people and then bring the Gentiles to the God of Israel. And that's why, like, again, it's so crazy. Like, the majority of mouths on the earth profess the God of Israel. Obviously, there's false professions, but that's so wild that the God of Israel, the God of this small people group that was preserved, you know what I mean? There's no more Ammonites, there's no more Canaanites, but the Israelites, for some odd reason, as prophesied, were preserved and ultimately led to the Israelite, Yeshua, Jesus Christ. Why should we even believe the Bible? Because Jesus quoted the Tanakh authoritatively. Psalm 22, my God, why have you forsaken me? Genesis 22, Abraham, Abraham, go take your son, your only son, and sacrifice him. Joseph, the favored son of the children of Israel, betrayed by his jealous Israelite relatives, betrayed, sold for pieces of silver, humiliated, falsely slandered, but then through his humiliation, he's exalted to the right hand of the Pharaoh, the right hand of the king. That's exactly what happened to Jesus. The favored son, rejected by the children of Israel, sold for pieces of silver, humiliated on the cross. But through that humiliation, he's exalted to the right hand of God. Like, these things can't be ignored. Like, they're literally written 1,400 years before Christ. It's like anchored in history. The light to the Gentiles, the suffering servant. Just as Moses lifted up the serpent on the staff, so must the Son of Man be lifted up, so that all who look upon him. That's in Numbers. Deuteronomy 18, there's gonna come a prophet, like me, who you must listen to from among your brethren. And just like with the Abraham prophecy, he stops Abraham from killing his son. And what does he provide right then and there? A substitute in the form of an adult male lamb, known as a ram. It's like so trippy. God puts to shame the wisdom of the wise. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just a dummy, bro. But any dummy like me can just read the Bible and see this stuff is so manifest. It's so evident, bro. The Bible's anchored in history, bro. It's like it or not, bro, there's a reason why his name is even on your lips or your keyboard, so to speak, bro.